Hey loves, it's your girl Folasade, the accountability accountant, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of the Hey guys, welcome to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, accountability accountant, guys, and I am so pumped up to be here with you guys on this amazing. Honestly, guys, I want to say holiday Tuesday, but to me, I don't know what it is this year. It just does not feel like the Christmassy. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. This year. So guys, welcome to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. On today's episode, we're going to talk about understanding the impact of inflation, guys. I know some of you guys are feeling it. I'm feeling it. I know some of you guys probably haven't felt it yet because you haven't really looked at your bank account or really sat down and looked at your past spending pattern or what it's costing you. But guys, talk about that today. What are the effects of this inflation and have on the cost of living and for your business? So guys, if you are the type of person that really want to know what's going on, how does everything impact you, you want to watch today's show. If you know somebody that have no idea what's happening and can't explain it, you need to share the video with them today because we're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about how does this cost of living and this inflation, how is it all tied together, guys? So do me one favor. We're going to take a quick little break. But when we get back, before I go on break, while I'm on break, please share the video, guys. Like the video. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like the video as well for the algorithms. If you're watching me on any social media platforms, just know that if you want to see my screen throughout tonight's show, you want to head over to Ripped TV on YouTube so you can watch us live, or head to Ripped TV on Facebook or on my Facebook page, which is Folasade, the accountant. So guys, grab your pen, but we're going to learn some stuff. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about the impacts of this inflation and cost of living, guys. I'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys, and we're in the guys, and I haven't bought nothing yet, but no. On to another topic, guys. We're talking about the cost of living and the effects that this inflation is having on the cost of living. So first things first, guys, I'm feeling it. I feel it when I go to the store. I'm feeling it when I drive. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I don't know about. And really, truth be told, I don't care how much money you have. If you paid attention to what things cost you prior to July, then you know that you are spending way more money than what it usually costs you. Because I'm the type of person, guys, I wish I did not have my phone on Instagram. I will show you. So I use a program called Fetch Reward. So for every time I purchase something, right, I end up uploading my receipt to Fetch, and then I'll put my link and stuff on my YouTube page for you guys to also download Fetch and build your rewards as well. So every time I make a purchase, right, guys, I end up taking a picture of my receipts and putting it in Fetch. So sometimes I'll get 25 points. Sometimes I'll get, 30 points, 45 points. It really depends on what you spend, right? But what I noticed when I went back and looked at some of my prior receipts prior to July, I am spending actually double at every store that me and my family shop at. So I don't know about you guys, but we are about to dive in. So first things first, guys, if you don't know what inflation is, I'm not going to talk about the intricacies of what inflation is. Basically, it's basically you're paying more for everyday spending, for your everyday purchases. You're spending more to buy gas, you're spending more to get groceries, you're spending more to buy products. That's basically the easiest way for me to sum up what inflation is. If you really want to know what inflation is, I'll have my team drop down the link of this video once the replay is up on our YouTube channel, which is Folasade TV, so you guys can go back and watch that full video where I teach you guys about inflation and things like that. But today I cannot be teaching you guys about inflation. We're talking about the effects of this daggone inflation and what does it impact. So number one, it weakens your dollar. So every time you guys get paid, or every time a client pays my invoice, or anytime you as an entrepreneur get paid from your clients, regardless of what platform you receive that money, guess what? Due to inflation, and now they said what? Inflation is 7%, y'all, right? Then that means we're losing 7% on our money. So if you ended up getting $1,000 from that client, 7% is what? $70, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, $70. That means we're actually literally losing $70 per $1,000 that we receive. And this is for you, even if you are an employee, and this is also for my business people. Because the moment that inflation goes up, that means it's costing you more money to spend, to make more money, and everything. So problem number one, it devalues our dollar. Okay. The second thing that I want to show you guys, and once like I said, if you guys want to see my screen, you want to head over to RIP TV, because I'm about to show you the spreadsheets that I'm going to walk you guys through so you guys can see the negative impact of your spending. Well, the negative impact of inflation on dollar. Okay. So I'm about to share my screen, guys. So here's the thing. I know a lot of you guys have been so great. I hope so. And have been doing your budgets and stuff. I've been asking you guys to do that for such a very long time now. So right now, if you have your budget, I would say pull it out right now. Pull your budget out. Pull it out, pull it out, pull it out, so you can see what's happening. So I also have some of my receipts from when I originally purchased it, but I'm just going to throw in some estimates of what it's actually costing me. So prior to July, guys, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me copy this. Prior to July, I was spending around $70 in Whole Foods a week, right? So that includes like our eggs, our bread, our basic things, right? Okay. So now what's happening is that when I go to the store, my Whole Food bill now come to $152. So my original was 72. I'm going to round it, 72. However, now due to the inflation, the same things, guys, I'm not buying extra. I'm not the type of person that go into the store hungry and overspend and don't have a budget and things like that. I buy the same things: orange juice, eggs, spaghetti sauce, like the basic things. The only thing that might be a little bit more per week for me and my family is the meats that I end up getting that I want to cook for the week, right? But outside of that, it normally costs me around $70 to $72. However, now due to inflation, those same purchases, guys, is now costing me $150. So if you guys can see at the bottom of my screen, automatically, the moment that we put our new budgeted grocery store amount, and this is just one store, of $150 in comparison to what it originally was at $72, you can already see that we have less money left over. So if it's costing you, like me, 50% more, then I'm losing more money. So when I was purchasing things, let's say I brought home $2,000 that week, right? And I wanted to buy groceries. My normal grocery spending would have been $72. That would have left me with $1,928 to do some, right? But due to the inflation, I'm only now able to take home $1,850. So a lot of you are probably wondering, where the hell is your money going? Your fucking money is going to the increased costs that we all are presently incurring right now. And some of you guys, because you never looked at the numbers, you never really kept receipts, you never did any of those things, guys, then you're not well aware of, oh my gosh, I have this little bit of stuff and it's costing me the same amount that it was costing me 6 months ago. So that's the grocery impact on your budget. What's happening, guys, if you haven't noticed, everything went up. About a couple of months ago, I received multiple emails from multiple service providers that, oh, your rates are going to go up. Oh, this increase. Oh, that is going to go up. So now let's factor that in. Let's factor in the fact that our cell phone bills are going up. Let's factor all of that stuff in. And guys, the last thing we also not factor in is the tax. Every time we spend money, we pay a tax. Every time. So the inflation, the more money we spend, they make it, the government making their money. No tea, no shade to GOV. But the more money we spend, the more tax dollars the government get. And that will be automatically your sales tax dollars the government will end up getting. Okay, so let's now do the daggone utilities, because I don't know about you guys, but it seems like the months are going faster and faster and faster. So let's just do an estimate. Let's say my utility bills was originally $500. But now, due to the increase, due to inflation, due to them getting the bandwidth or whatever the hell that they have to get into our house, now it's costing us $650 for the same utility. Well, hold on, let me switch it out. I'm in the wrong pot. Hold on, let me switch it out. $650 here, and then $500. So that means right now, due to inflation, our groceries then went up. Did I do right? No, I had it right at first. Our groceries then went up, and then also the cost of our utilities went up. Even your cell phones. Look at your cell phones. They didn't all added a new tax. They didn't added a new little surcharge tax to your cell phone bills. So in addition to that, your cell phone bill's going up. So right now, your $2,000 that you brought home this week, we already paying $150 in groceries, right? And then let's say your utilities $650 when they originally was $500. So that means you're paying $150 more due to inflation. So what does that mean? And why did I want to have that illustration with you guys? Because I think a lot of times we don't realize that we're keeping less. If everything is costing us more and our checks haven't risen or we haven't gotten more money, then guess what happens? You end up able to keep less. So number one, inflation, it destroys your buying power. If it's costing you more money for those said products, then guess what? You may reconsider actually buying those products. You might end up putting something back. You might end up getting a substitute product. And see, now, guys, this is where real business come into place. Because what if you are a small business owner and you forgetting that now people want to have substitutes, alternatives to the real name brand, and you don't have a substitute? Then what are they going to end up buying, or are you going to lose out on the sale in totality because you don't have a good substitute product for the name brand? So automatically, this increase of inflation impacts our buying power. That's number one. Now, the second thing that this inflation is impacting is also the cost of your rent, the cost of your not necessarily mortgage payments, but basically more money to rent now. Every apartment complex have increased their rates. So I'm about to share my screen of the median one bedroom rent prices in 2022, so we can see what's going on. Because this inflation, guys, it's a man, this inflation, you see what's happening. Big billion-dollar companies are letting go of their staff. Big tech companies. And I know it's not just because of inflation, there's some other, aspects of it, but there are people. Alrighty, so November 2022, a one bedroom, the median rent for one bedroom in New York was $3,790. For DC, it was $2,300. And in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, it was $2,120. It says rent prices continue to decline gradually across much United States. Nationally, the median price for one bedroom is flat over last month. The two bedroom median fell 0.4, but prior to November, the rent prices are actually going up. Let me see in here. Okay, so here is the chart, guys. So as you can kind of see, rent was at a steady amount. Then it say it went down. Then it went back up, and then now it's trying to go up. So now, but look at here, look at the percentage increases. Rent used to only increase every year by like what, 5%, right? Now, due to the inflation, they are increasing rent by 6, 9, and 12%. So let's say, for example, you guys rent right now. Let me pull out my calculator. Let's say your rent is and they normally do a 5% increase. So that means your rent would only went up to $2,100. But now, because of this inflation, guys, we're doing a 12% increase. So then we're going to take the $2,000 times 1.12. That's 12%. So that means the increase takes your rent now to $2,240 per month. So inflation is having a negative impact on the cost of everything, the cost of our living, our groceries, our lifestyles. Even when we go out to restaurants and things like, so I've even seen some articles was like, oh, it seems like it's cheaper to eat out rather than to cook in the house. And so I really don't think that that's true, because you can kind of maybe stretch a house meal for maybe 3 days and you're going to get that meal that you ate out for like 1 day. But it's getting close to that, because remember, the restaurants are buying in bulk, like much more bulkier than what you can buy for your family. So their cost of purchasing product and meat and stuff like that is cheaper than you and I, because we're just buying for our little old house. So yes, if the prices keep soaring the way that they are, guys, it might end up being cheaper for me to take my little family to the Golden Corral and eat at a buffet every day, rather than, honestly, guys, rather than buy groceries. Because if it's costing me $150 every week, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 400. That's $600 in groceries. It costs me, hold on, let me put the calculator again. Let me just do the comparison now, because that's one store. And I remember when I was growing up, guys, like I literally, when my mama was so poor, right? I had to figure out how to stretch $40 worth of groceries, y'all, for 2 weeks. $40 worth of groceries. So let's say, for example, 150 times what, 4. Then let's say the Golden Corral costs $33. It's like 31 days in a month. Not too far off if I add in all of the other stores. If I was to take my family to the Golden Corral every day, but then that will only be like one meal. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, one meal. It'll be $1,023. But if I continue to add on the different stores that I shop at for the year, for the month, it do exceed that amount. So honestly, guys, if the inflation go up anymore, and you're hearing it first here, it's actually going to end up being cheaper to take your family out to eat every night than to actually buy groceries. That's where we're headed. And then with the decline in supply, when you go to the store, you end up having to find supplements, which also mess up our budget. It's just like we cannot win at the moment. And it's basically out of our control. So what do we do in situations like this, right? What do we do? So first things first, guys, one thing I'm going to show you, you do need to, no, I'll go into that when I go into segment 2. So what we'll do, let me go to the third thing. So we talked about the increase in your rent, the increase in your groceries, the impact your purchasing power. Also with the inflation, us spending more money to buy things, guess what? All of the states get higher sales tax, okay? I've already talked about it. It weakens the dollar. Okay, and then last but not least, guys, before we go into our break, if you guys remember the spreadsheet that I showed you, we ended up keeping less money in our household. So the negative, real negative impact of this inflation is not only that you will have less money to spend and everything is costing us more, you won't have money to save or invest. Because right now, guys, if you look at the $2,000 weekly example that I gave you, and you start subtracting out your weekly bills, right? Do that really leave you with enough money to save and invest? It really doesn't. So right now we're in this predicament where all of us actually need to, and this is easier said than done, right? Because if people aren't spending, the money can't circulate. So business owners, we have to get very creative to convince people to purchase now. So your marketing needs to be lit. Too legit to quit. Hey, too legit. Your marketing needs to be like really, really lit. Okay. That's one thing. And number 2, if everybody stop buying, we have a problem. So I hate to say this out my mouth, but I still need some people with some coins to still be spending money, purchasing products and services. And mainly, honestly, services, because the US base is primarily services. And so this goes back to why I said that a lot of you guys were mad at Trump and really didn't see the bigger picture. What he was trying to do, which was to get back our manufacturing plant to things like that, because we don't produce anything. And so let's say, for example, if no one needs your service anymore, are you going to make money in your service-based business? Now, just imagine if all of the US-based businesses that are service providers, no one need our services. What happens? Is your service a luxury? Have you not tapped into the luxury clients you need to market to? Like, this is the time, guys, where we have to start really doing business, start really managing our personal finances and getting real and realistic, because right now things are tough and things are getting tight. Like, even always been my slow time of the year, right? But it's a little bit slower than what it normally is. However, the IRS has kicked up. So I am getting a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I got to submit tax returns, this, and so my industry is still moving. Praise God, right? But is your industry going to continue to keep moving if this inflation get any higher? Guys, we have to start asking ourselves some hardcore questions now, because prior to the inflation, I gave you guys some strategy to pivot as well. What services to implement, what products you may need to offer, things like that. So you guys, we want to also check out that video as well, where I gave you guys some suggestions like that of what to do in your businesses to recover and to sustain during this tough time. So guys, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick few minute break, give you some time to use the bathroom, share the video, go on RIP TV on the YouTube, check out the YouTube so you guys can see my screen. And we are going to, when we get back, we're going to dive into what the hell do we all do? What do we do? Do Folasade have a solution? Do I know what to do? Can I help you? We'll see when we get back. So guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. So your refund can still Hey guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the Accountability Accountant. Guys, if you missed out on segment one, guys, I was screaming. I wasn't nothing, guys. You guys can never say I cannot talk without screaming. I didn't scream. I didn't do none of that. We talked about the impacts of inflation on our daily spending, on our groceries, our utilities, our rent, and everything. And guys, we saw that the rent wasn't increasing at the normal 5 and 6%. Rent is now increasing at 9 and 12% annually. So what's happening? We're being hit across the board. And what's happening is that the dollar isn't strengthening. And the issue goes back to, guys, if you didn't see first segment, that's why I said you need to go check that out. The reason why we're having that issue is because we are just stuck in this service provider um, situation. We don't manufacture anything, so we can't really export products to other countries. Um, if things don't pick up, it can be a major collapse. And it's not anything that one president did that I'm going to point out and say, oh, Obama did this, oh, Trump did this, oh, Biden did this. This was a collective of about maybe 40 years of policy. What now we're feeling it right now, about 40 years of bad policy. Okay. So, you know how I am, guys, as the accountability accountant, guys. We're not really in control over it. All we are in control what we do as individuals and business people, right? So I got a few things that we can do as business people and individuals. So first things first, everybody, I don't care if you have a business or not, both my businesses and my individuals, guys, we have to have these because a lot of you don't understand that you are falling short of money every month. And you're, why are you robbing Peter to pay Paul? Is because number one, Paul never paid you enough, or you didn't get a raise, or you need to get another job, or we need to incorporate a side hustle or something. So that's the first thing we need to do. We need to do our budgets. And I know you guys hate when I say this, but you have to. I have a budget. I evaluate my budget. I evaluate, for example, my December budget is predicated off what I make on in November. Okay. So I had to cut back some expenses as well in December because from what my budget was for November, what the revenue was for November, everything. So guess what? You just have to do it. And it's normal for my industry because we're closing down anyway. I can't even take on too many projects. I'm closing on. So, but you still need to do your budget. You business people, we all have to do our budgets. So you can do like I did and say, okay, well, all right, so we're going to cut this for 2 weeks and then tax season we'll pick this back up. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Remember, money has to circulate. You have to be willing to spend money. People actually have to have the money to even spend. So if they don't have the money to spend and you marketing your tell off, you're promoting, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, the only thing left for you to do is manage your finances properly. So number one, do your budget. Okay? Do your budget. The second thing, guys, we need to utilize reward and cashback program. If one credit card you have a reward system, cashback program, I recommend you using that one just a smidget more because at least you will get $15 to $25 back of your money per month or some awards to be able to buy some things, do some things. You get a benefit of using your money or using their credit. So make sure what I would do, guys, is identify, like maybe like have an Excel spreadsheet like that, and then list out your credit cards, right? And then list out their reward program and also their interest rates. Because I don't want you to just use a credit card that have a high interest rate just because they have a good rewards program. It may not make sense. So make sure that your spreadsheet lists out the type of card interest rates and their reward or cashback program so you can evaluate your benefits. See, guys, we have to be in control of our money. And since we are in a consumerist society, we have to control our consumerism and spending at this moment. And one way of doing that is knowing what financial instruments are the best right now to utilize. Okay, so you want to utilize any program or any card that have the lowest interest rates and the best rewards program. Okay, the third you guys need to do, we have to identify expenses that are a luxury. Okay, now some people might say having a cleaner might not be a luxury, might say having a massage might not be a luxury, depending on the situation, right? But are you going to, are your kids gonna go without? Are you gonna suffer? If not, then it's a luxury. So you want to first, after you done your budget, identify all of your luxurious things that you normally do, and just maybe cut that back for about a month. That's it. Cut it back. So like right now, I haven't gotten a massage. I usually do like a weekly massage. I haven't gotten a massage maybe since November because he ended up having a death in his family too. But I don't need it right now. I'm not working as hard as I am in tax season. Now, tax season, I'm working 20 up like 16 hours a day, 20 hours a day. I need it. My back be hunched over like this and my hands be aching. My neck hurt. I be in pain. So it's not a luxury at that point. It's a necessity for me to be able to do the work. So guys, you guys have to evaluate what's in your budget that you've always accustomed to having that is somewhat a luxury. If for you it might be your nails, for you it might be your hair, for you it might be food, for you it might be clothes, for you it might be subscriptions that you're not utilizing. Whatever it is, right now due to inflation, I recommend you guys cutting it back and then allowing that money to stockpile in your bank right now. All of those things. Now, don't just go spend that money. Whatever things that we're cutting back, let that money sit in your bank account. You want to now start to use that your stockpile as your savings because remember, we're paying more for everything. So the money that we would normally invest, the money that we would normally save, we don't have because we're spending more because it's costing us more. So, but if you cut back, you're still able to live your normal lifestyle and also still maybe save and stuff as well and maybe put some money away. Okay. So that's my third recommendation. And then I say cut back. Okay. The next thing you guys want to do is that in addition to the credit cards and debit cards that have like reward programs and stuff like that, you want to also join program where you get residuals from. Like I use Fetch Rewards. They have Rakuten. I know the one where every time you make, you get a point, and then eventually when you get a certain amount of points, right, that end up you can get gift cards, cash back, freebies and stuff like that. And so this is the time to utilize all of those like online programs, rewards programs like Fetch and Rakuten and stuff. And then also, guys, I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, let's say I'm thinking this was 2018, y'all, 2018. I think it was like 2018, maybe 2017, 2018, when Uber first came out with their affiliate. And all of these companies came out with their affiliate where though, oh, if such and such signed up, you will get a $25 credit. If such and such do this, you will get a $25 credit. Guys, if I were you, I would start going back into um all of your platforms that you utilize to see what cash back or rewards or affiliate programs they have. And it's so interesting. I'm thinking of this because I didn't even have this written down, is because I've been telling my team we've always had an affiliate page, right? But because I'm trying to really build a lot of passive income, right? Over the past couple of months, I've been telling my team, all right, where's my affiliate page? I told y'all to create this 3 years ago. Where is it now? We should be this far along. And so now I'm starting to send them my everyday stuff. So for example, did I use Instacart? Yep, I sent Leo my Instacart referral. So now on my affiliate page, if you don't have Instacart, click it. If I get $10, if you purchase something, great. You never know. So now we're in the time where we have to be a little bit more creative. Okay. And then also take advantage of the existing programs that's out there. It's not that's what you do. And that's what I would do. And that's what I always do. I always get rewards. I always have Fetch. I always have a program where I'm getting rewards and cash back for things. And I want you guys to take advantage of that. And then last but not least, guys, when we're in situations like this, we have to now really start to cut back on like going out and like bad habits. Okay. So you might spend, drinking or going out to eat or partying or something. You may have to cut back. Or, uh-oh, I might be hungry, yeah, guys. Or instead of maybe like necessarily not going out, because I don't believe in completely depriving yourself of everything unless you are just flat out broke, then you're not supposed to go nowhere. Okay. But if you got a little bit change to the side, but you just trying to save to deprive yourself, just be a little strategic. Think about it. Like TGI Fridays, y'all don't have to go to like Ruth's Chris or Del Frisco's or nothing like that. Go to Fridays. Y'all don't have to go to um uh IHOP, go to Denny's, right? So find alternatives, and then also last but not least, do other stuff that don't cost money now. It might be a whole reason why God may be allowing this inflation to occur. Remember, during COVID, you spent time with your family, and I think God maybe have achieved a part of his goal. But I know when you take money out of households, you tend to be around family more. I don't know. I'm not saying this is what's happening. I'm just trying to piece it together, man, guys. I be always trying to evaluate everything and understand everything. Sometimes I shouldn't be trying to, but I do believe it's going to be something great that comes out of this. If all of us end up saving money and becoming more financially disciplined and finding other ways to entertain ourselves and other ways to enjoy life the way intrinsically are supposed to, then I think we might have something positive coming out of this inflation. But if we don't budget, guys, if we don't cut back, if we don't get a little bit disciplined, then we might end up pissing away a lot of our savings, our businesses, and our lifestyle. So right now we're in this position where it's like do or die. Let's go to war. Let's fight. We're in war right now. Nobody give up. Nobody don't give up. We're in war right now. And the war is to sustain and come out of this on top. Not come out of this inflation losing everything. So my question to you guys is this. If I was to tell you that if by you doing your budget today or over the week after watching today's show, it will give you more control over your finances and will allow you to maybe prevent your family from decaying from financial strife, would you go and do your budget? Because right now, every American should be having a budget. I don't care if you have millions, because even with millions comes millions of dollars of responsibilities. Even in my little thousandaire little status, I mean, it's a lot of thousandaire responsibilities, okay? And so, like, that's what I always tell people. I can't borrow the money that I spend every month. So when you are in a position of responsibility, you have to now become financially disciplined and structured. And it starts by you guys doing your budget. And I hate that I have to kind of close out the show with that. But the reality, guys, is you saw that it's
more, you see it. And I did have some of my receipts, but the only problem that I had is that I didn't have time to match the line items for the store purchases to what it's costing me now. So that's why I didn't show you my actual receipts that I downloaded from the Fetch software. So you guys can see that my ground beef was costing me $7.99 a pound. Now it's costing me $9 a pound. So I normally buy like 5 packs of ground beef a week, or for 2 weeks, and it's costing me $6 more just on ground beef. So guys, we're not in control over the government with the interest rates. We're only control over what we do internally. So I think that this is the time that we all have to have those hard conversations with our families, our children, everything. Like if you know you have to go on the budget, just talk with the kids. This is why I always told you guys little strategies and stuff that I always did with Brent and Bryce, because you guys know that my journey has not been easy at all, and I've always struggled, outside of like the past couple of, past maybe 3 years. So during my journey, I struggled. So I couldn't do a lot of things. And guess what? My kids never punished me, never suffered me. And I think, guys, if you have those hard conversations, if you have to cut back on things, your children won't punish you or make you suffer either. So, guys, this is the time we have to get really intimate and start really loving on our finances. And I know it may be a bit challenging right now to really look at it, but the more you love something, it grows, right? The more you put effort into it, something, positive effort, positivity, it grows. So let's put some effort into nurturing and being intimate with our finances so they can even during this tough time. I'm your girl Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. Make sure you tune in next week. I don't know what the topic is going to be. My team gave me the topic that they want me to talk about, but I don't think I want to talk about that. And we're not sure if it's going to be during my scheduled time. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to have the show next. So yeah, and then I think I go on a break as well. So I don't know. I'll see you guys. You should have subscribed to our mailing list. You'll know when I'm coming back. And then, yeah, we're about to rock it out. So, guys, I wish you the best if I don't talk with you before New Year. Happy holidays. I love all of you guys. Let's buckle up. Let's get financially disciplined so we can dominate this shit and rock it out for 2023. Guys, have an amazing night. I love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to The Money Zone on your favorite streaming site. Make sure you tell a friend